My name's Dan Halverson. I'm a Senior Lecturer at Griffith University and the Program Director for the Bachelor of Government and International Relations. Students often have an interest in international relations and world politics, but they don't understand what it feels like to be a decision maker. We will cover the perennial issue of war and peace in international relations in addition to the new security agenda of recent years. This new security agenda includes things like terrorism, transnational crime, money laundering, and environmental politics in the form of climate change. The field of international law is a key theme in the course, and you'll come away with a good grasp of the various bodies of international law, such as international humanitarian law, international criminal law, and international human rights law. We'll also investigate the idea of humanitarian intervention in world politics and the emerging norm of the responsibility to protect. The course runs in two parts. So it has a lecture component, which is the more formal aspect of the course, but it also has a workshop component which features a role play or a simulation exercise, and that's a simulation of a United Nations Security Council debate over a proposed humanitarian intervention in the Syrian civil war. The workshop component runs over 8 weeks of the semester, and it immerses students in a real-world humanitarian crisis to give them a real feeling of what it's like to be a decision maker. So in that simulation, students are divided up into 6 groups. 5 of those groups represent the permanent 5 members of the United Nations Security Council, and the other group represents a committee of humanitarian organisations.
The International Relations course gave me the opportunity to represent one of the 5 permanent members on the United Nations Security Council. It was an extremely rewarding experience because it exposed me to an event that is evident today and that requires so much attention and care. And we got to discuss that and act upon it in a safe environment.
I thought the International Relations course, the simulation was an excellent addition to the course, and because it's only new, we sort of test drove it, and I think we did a really good job. So each group was a P5 member of the United Nations Security Council, and then there was a humanitarian group, and they represented Red Cross, and we were talking about the Syrian intervention and whether the country should intervene. And that was a really good introduction for international relations. The United Nations is such a big organisation to do with international relations, so I think that it was really good to learn about that, and the negotiation between the 5 different countries was really interesting.